first game of the season, how was it? How difficult was it?
Yeah, it was not easy because first it's a derby. It was a derby. Second is that we played a very strong team. When I say strong, I mean in many ways. Of course, they've got quality in the team, but more important is they had the better speed than us on the match because they are 10 days ahead of us. So we don't have the speed, the tempo, the strength. We need in 10 days time we will be where they are yesterday. But that's not an excuse because to win the match is not all about that. You need more things to win the match. You need to score the goal. You need to create opportunities, and the most important thing that we preached on for this game is to control the game. Because if we control the game, we can play at our own pace. If they control the game and play their own pace, we would not match them. And I said it before, and you could see that in the first 10 minutes they were stronger, and you could see in the last 15 minutes they were still stronger than us. But in between the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes at the end, it's maybe the major part of the game, and that's where we did well by controlling the game, playing at our own tempo because those guys were too strong and fast for us. So we just reduced the tempo a little bit, the way we play, you know. And also when we were 1 up, we managed the results, you know. And sometimes you manage the results with the possession of the ball. So yeah, so we could not go toe-to-toe with them.
Okay. And among the new players that have come in, who is closer to breaking into the starting 11?
New players. We have only 2 new players. Afonso and Siabi. I think Siabi is more closer because he doesn't have any injury, anything. And he did his pre-season with Polokwane City. So he's more closer than Afonso. Because Afonso did only, I would say, 50% of the pre-season. And he got injured. So yeah, Siabi is more closer.
Any progress about TK?
Yeah, TK, I said it. We should allow TK to go through the process. We should not put him under pressure, and he must not put himself under pressure. Because if he says now, are you signing me or not? I will say I'm not sure. Why? Because the guy has spent 2 years without playing football. But what is good is he's looking good. He's looked after himself. I think you saw the physique, that he shed a lot of weight. That shows that he's serious. This is the guy who was playing 2 years back, was playing the English Premier League, where Messi doesn't even have a chance to play. You know, so we should also appreciate that and also respect that. So I'm trying to give him the chance to come up and don't put himself under pressure and see how it goes. And it's not easy at Sundowns because he's up against Mabuya, he's up against Afonso, and sometimes you play Parker. I mean, we played Tapelo as a striker. You saw the weekend that he gave us a goal. And before Tapelo, we played Villa as a striker in the last part of the when we took Leboha Mabuya out. Villa was playing as a striker. So unfortunately, our team is not about who's playing striker. Our team is about in that position are you doing very well. So it's a bit tough for him. He must never put himself under pressure. But I also said to people who are helping him, it's business. The guy playing is a professional football player. If there's any team that is ready to sign him now, I would easily recommend that Tugaroranti is the guy. I would easily recommend that he's the guy. But he needs time and he needs support. He needs game time. You know, he needs to get in there. 2 years, you need to go again in there. And I don't know if Sundowns will give him so many chances to play. You know, it's not easy. I mean, we have people like Jeremy Brocky who are also fighting to go into that space.
Coach, just on that again, we're talking about players with time. Can I just swing away from Sundowns and talk about Ramagalela, one of the players
but
that...
that's Islands
Yes,
Park.
coach. Yes, coach.
But why should I talk about Islands?
I just need to find out something, coach, about Ramaji. Things that...
But don't you think maybe that's a private one?
Okay.
Coach,
You know
you
what
have
I'm saying? If you want to comment about Raji, then put me aside. You know, he was my player. He's a good boy. Otherwise, the guys here won't be happy with you.
you have watched the Congolese team you are facing this week.
Yeah.
Are you going to go gung ho or are you going to?
Let's be smart.
Uh-huh.
They're a powerful team, TK. They eliminated.
Sorry.
What do you call this team? I just forgot now. Gamonde's team.
Yeah.
How can I forget the name now? I was just mentioning it now. That's the game, one of the games we watched. They eliminated them, and they went to the group stages of Confederation Cup, and they were playing with Raja Casablanca. I mean, Raja won the Super Cup. They won the Super Cup against Esperance in Qatar, the Caf Champions League. So you understand what kind of a team is that, and I think Raja beat them 3-2 at home. So it's a strong team. Big boys, Champions League, you know the story. Big boys, you must be careful of set pieces. Hard running wingers. They've got big pace on their winger, and the striker is big and quick. It's a typical sort of Champions League team. So conditions are not that favorable. The pitch is not the flat pitch. We're not complaining because Raja went there without complaining. This team also went there without complaining. So why should we complain about the pitch? The minute you start complaining about the distance, the pitch, the kind of hotel, mosquitoes, all those things. The minute you complain about that, you have lost the match. So you're in Champions League. Just get on with the game, and if it's difficult to play away, make sure you don't lose. Get a draw if it's difficult, and it would be nice to get a draw with a goal. You know, 1-1 is better than 0-0 because you have a goal that side. So those things are also important. So difficult environment, difficult to get there.
Villa was saying that he saw them and they look more like a lobby stars or an AS Vita. If you agree, then what would be some of the finer details that you have to work on given the experience you had with Lobby and Vita?
You got to select the personnel that is capable of dealing with that kind of team. It's like Toboport. Remember we lost to them. It's like lobby stars away. It's like which is this team that is no longer the champions in the same country. Leopards, AC Leopards in Indonesia. That kind of a game that the body talks more and you survive. You do what you have to do. It's not a pretty one.
Talking about Villa, you say he's capable of being a top goal scorer.
Yeah, he can. Him and Mushishi. The way we play, they create opportunities for themselves. Okay, the system allows them to get in front of goals, and they should be scoring more. And if you can see how many goals they miss, then it says that there is an opportunity for them to be goals. Unfortunately, our team is not a team of like Leopards play from Son and yes, we can score all the goals. Shishi gets an opportunity, Lebo gets an opportunity, Tapelo gets an opportunity. Because of the way we play, we move around, the people up front. Sometimes you don't have a striker, so everybody has a chance to score.
From a coach perspective, where you have to just deal with the guys here, I mean, there's just a lot on offer this season. 2 stars possibly, because they want to win the Champions League, want to win the league to get another star. How do you keep them at a level where you can say they won't be too swayed by what's on offer?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing because there's a pressure from the club of the 50th celebration. There's a pressure from the club to say that La Decima. There's a pressure from supporters. There's expectation. But if you don't want the pressure and expectation, you should not be here. So it's a pressure of success that you've done. I mean, you have a pressure to win the 10th title. It's better than to win the 4th one. When are you going to arrive at 10? So you can never be having take that as pressure. It's pressure that goes with success, and I like that pressure. It's good. So, and by the way, maybe we don't do it this year, we can still do it next year. Even if we do it after 3 years, we'll still be ahead of everybody.
And coach, I heard that Tapelo also, it looks like the tune has changed in terms of Sundowns playing away in the Champions League. It's not about not conceding, it's now about the scoring goals. So you also say the 1-1 is what you're looking for. It's now the mentality has changed.
You can even win also, to be honest. Yeah, but the mentality has to change. We've been there for a long time now. We can never be now talking about the conditions are difficult, what. No, you should be bored about that. You will ask me, coach, you've been there for 5 years. I mean, he haven't really found a way in and way out of this thing. So, yeah, the challenge is, can you win away? They went to Vita, they won. They went to Zamalek, they won. So they can win away. Why not?
Coach, if you ever doubted your standing on the continent, what happened before in Egypt, where even people from outside quite recognize, quite know what you guys do on the continent? It's another motivation.
We always say, if the local teams do well in continental competitions, it rubs off to Bafana. So they were respected. Why? Because of their footprint that they put in the Champions League. I mean, it goes to me also. I mean, I was working there, and where am I to work? The Arabs, which coach has done that? Why? Because we put a footprint on continental trophy, you know, and that's it. I don't understand when team says no, we're not interested in continental trophy. So basically, you are just domestic. That's it. You don't want to write a story about international stories. You want to write international stories. You can't be writing only about, when there's an opportunity for international story like this one, is like what we're doing now, it's an international story. So you get on it. So I don't understand when people say they don't care about that. So for me, I don't understand it. Maybe you guys you see it different. I need to learn from that, because now it rubs off to us now. Vacancies of Bafana are there, people should be there, okay? You must know that when you play in Congo, you're going to play on which stadium? I know which stadium we're going to play in Congo. I know when I go to Zambia, which stadium we're going to play. So you have an idea, you know the culture, you know the mentality. That's why South Africa beat Egypt. Because why? Because Sundowns can beat the biggest teams in Egypt. So the guys were not afraid of Egypt. You can do it. So that's the way I see it.
Should those be the requirements of the new Bafana?
I don't know. I don't take it.
Thanks, coach.
Thank you. You take me there, Vinny. Yeah.
I wanted to ask Bangali, I see Mr. What's the situation with him? I don't think he was registered. And when is Lafo returning?
We still have 5 places for December. We always do that, 5 or 4. We keep them in the back. Even last year we didn't register in earlier, we registered after. So there are guys that we might not register all. And it's normal, it's not only us. Ask Al Ahly, ask Zamalek. You can't put 30 players now, and then in December 5 players leave, and then you are short with the squad, you can't reinforce. So there's still another transfer registration period that's happening in December. And unfortunately, we can't register everybody who's in the club. And I don't think Pirates has done that also. I think they've left spaces, same as Dance, I think he's done that. And Vets. So I think they've done that. You can't play that competition and then you put all your eggs in one basket. Come December, players are gone, players are injured. You don't have a team. Now you're going with 16 players. No, then you're not serious. We have an experience, so that's why.
So basically, with him, is it a case of him not playing local football and maybe keeping him from Champions League? Not one that.
No. What do you mean? Yeah. Caf, no. Yeah.
But I wanted to follow up on that.
No, I think we registered him for Caf. Yeah, we did. We have done that. Check your facts. I'll also check, but I'll tell you. I think so.
I wanted to follow up on the story of the international story and the people who are not interested. Just hypothetically speaking, if they were to ever call, would you consider a call that doesn't have the international experience in it?
No,
the international story in it?
no. Muscat, don't put me under the bus. I anything that is not related to Mamelodi Sundowns. Okay, so position is not at Mamelodi Sundowns, it's with the national team. We've got people who are commenting, we've got a committee. The committee will be very upset with me to say, now you're commenting about our job.
No, not even Bafana. I'm just saying the PSL, people who are not, looking at the international story of the Champions League, if they were to ever call and you were, would you take it?
If they can ever what?
If they were ever call you and say we want you in, but you're not interested in the African story, would you take that call? Would you?
You're talking about club or I'm
Club,
just missing
club. You're saying, give an example.
Yeah, just come.
There's teams that are saying are not interested in the Champions League, not interested in the Confed Cup.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you were to be available and they say, coach, we want you in, would you consider that?
What brought me to Sundowns is, I don't know if you remember my very, very, very first interview. What brought me to Sundowns is that the team believes in Champions League and they want to do Champions League. That's one of the most important things. What brought me to Sundowns is I knew this was a sleeping giant. Go to my very, very first interview. This was a sleeping giant that needs to be awoken. And it's a big club and it has done well. And I'm still saying the same thing today. So I think we've turned things around and things have been better. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go coach a club that doesn't want to win Champions League. So that team doesn't have an ambition to win the league and doesn't have an ambition to be second on the log. Doesn't have an ambition to win Nedbank. So I mean, where are we now? So what are we gonna and how am I gonna turn it around? Okay, I've won Nedbank, I've won whatever, I've qualified. So what do I do? Tell me now, how do you do it? You don't play the players you're supposed to play. You want to lose, and how do you lose? How do you play to lose? I don't know. I don't want to be in that position because it's a difficult position for me. How do you do that?
It's hard for other coaches.
If I ask you, how do you do that? We don't want to play this game, so what do you do? What does it mean?
I don't know. I see other coaches not even.
No. Let's not go there. But I'm just saying, how do you do it?
It must be hard.
How do you do it? That's a question mark, man. So that's not. I want to know.
Coach, just when you spoke about your first interview, I remember quite well. I think it was in that hall, and the giant was lying on number 15 on the log.
Yeah.
Just take us through your journey up until now, coach, where you are challenging for the second start at the top of the badge and the first one underneath the badge.
Yeah, I don't want to be sounding like those guys who are pointing at degrees, certificates that they hang on the wall and all those things. That thing doesn't. Is it about people? Is it about those things? You know how many people have got those things sitting there on the wall and they don't add value? And okay, the guy is highly educated, but what does he contribute to any industry? It's about you. You've got the certificates are hanging on the wall, but do you really have value in any industry that you're doing? So I don't want to talk about what we've achieved because it's like I'm talking about the cups that we've won here. You know what's important for me is to see Pesitao playing Champions League, is to see Keegan Dolly in Europe, is to see Keegan Zungu, is to see those kind of players changing their lives, changing their family lives, changing the generation to the generation of a family, to say in that family there's no issues of any school fees, anything. A boy can just contribute to the family and change. You know how we grew up. We grew up in a different environment. We are the first ones to have a car in our families. It's the truth. It's not easy.
Exactly.
You see, so that's what I strive on, and that's what I strive on when JJ Okocha says, "Wow, I like the way Sundowns plays. If I was to play football in this country, that's the team I would play for." Michael Essien can say Sundowns is a team I like. I mean, you know where these people played? They played at the highest ever level. When Cisse says, "Hey, coach, I'm waiting for your game." Alois Cisse, Senegal, because they've got super sport. "I'm waiting for your game." When I hear Florence says, "Hey, I can't wait to see your match, to see your game." That's what fulfills me to say the product is right, the team is right. And when you write a story, you also want to write a story. Remember, I mean, you can't write the story of a ball that was kicked and flicked and scored. You are finished. There's no story. Now you must make a story, Vinny. Okay, you want to write a story about chances, crosses, all these things, and commentary. You want to talk, but now there's nothing to talk. Now you make a plan to talk, or make a plan to write a story. Hey, the story I see.
Give us more stats.
You understand? So that's what I like. I like when somebody's sitting in a couch and watching the game and say, wow, this is football. I'm watching proper football. For me, is that, okay? Right? Sometimes you don't win when you play proper pretty. Sometimes you don't win. But it's always better to win when you play well, and play proper football, because you can win without playing proper football, but time is going to catch up with you. You can never ever win consistently, never win the league all the time when you're playing that way. No, I have more chance to win because we play the other way. You can win the league, yes, it happens once or twice, but how many times can you do it? No, that thing catches up with you, especially when you go across the border now. Because now they are big boys now, they bring it big. They match you with corner kicks and free kicks and what. And then your story is finished, Vinny. So you got to do more and better. Okay?
Talking about fulfillment, Coach, how fulfilling will it be? This season is going to be a big year for Sundowns, 5th year. Also for you, you're standing on the verge of history. You might get your 5th title and so on.
It's the same story that he says. I don't want to go more of that, but it's important for the club to achieve that. I need to support, I need to help, I need to be part of that success that the club has had, so that the legacy can be kept and all that, and we need to inspire even players who come. When I recruited Lebogang Maboe, I said, I want you to come here because I want you to win the Champions, I want you to win the league, because it's an opportunity that you and me might not have until we finish football. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And when I recruit Lebogang Maboe, I should say, did you see where Bongani Zungu and Bessie ended? That's what I'm trying to give you. And how do you do that? It's the Champions League. Because Kik and Dolly, they were never bought because they played well in the PSL. Because we played in the World Cup. From the World Cup, we never kicked the ball. He came direct or straight. Bongani Zungu, Champions League, the same. Bessie, Champions League. That's it. There's no any other way, and we need to be able to, when we recruit the players, I should tell them those story. If I don't have that story, then it's very difficult for me to recruit. So those are the tools: Champions League, winning the league, being part of the bigger group, being part of international football. That's what you want. You have a chance also to be playing for Bafana Bafana. All these players I mentioned, they are playing Bafana Bafana. So it's a reality. It's not breaking, And Europe says, hey, we want players to play in the Champions League. No, we want the guy who knows how to play Champions League, who has been in the thick of things. And those guys have survived all these difficult situations, and they've made it. So I can't use any other recruitment structure, procedure, if I don't have that to sell.
Coach, have you found a club for Mobi?
Not yet. I think his agents are helping him out with that.
Coach, just considering that you finished in the semi-finals of the Champions League, are you surprised that you have to play this?
Yeah, but Caf doesn't have a consistent policies and principles. When it comes to European Champions League, where you are, what you do. Last year was different to this year. This year now, they said, 3 teams. We take 3 teams that played in the semi-final and the final of Champions League. Oh, okay, we're excited. Oh, maybe there were 4 teams. No, we won 3 now. What are you gonna do, Vinny? Last year was another format. The other time we didn't play the preliminaries. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it would be nice if there's a principle, to say you play like top 8. Number 1 plays number 8. There's no argument. So it would be nice if Caf have those setups, but they'll get there maybe. So just at least you're in Champions League, go play. You have a chance. You still can win. So let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.